Hey guys, welcome back. We are live once again with Princes of the Apocalypse here on Fumbles and Fame. I'm your Dungeon Master for the evening, DM Ben, and with us tonight we have Fausto.
Hi, I'm Fausto and I will be playing Zardos, the Trident Barbarian that brings the word of Poseidon to the infidels in this game.
We shall see. Then we have Kevin.
Good evening. Tonight I will be Everil again, the Tempest Cleric of Thor.
Indeed, indeed. And then we have Yuritz.
Playing Mauritius Herderson, the Wandering Ken Simon.
That's quite an accent. And then we have Sten.
And I'll be playing Gagda Arakokra Ranger.
Returning with us from his absence last session. And of course we have Eric.
Well, I am playing the Tiefling Bard, who has a new friend that she just summoned.
Indeed, and I'm hoping not to be too distracted here, as I had to reset my Dungeon Master version of Roll20 right now because it was bugging up. But when we last saw our heroes, wait, I'm forgetting something. We are not in any way, shape, or form associated with Wizards of the Coast LLC. We're just playing this game because we love it, and streaming because we wish to catalogue our adventures. And sometimes it's nice when you interact with us. And in fact, you can gather XP and spend it to do cool things like say cheers to us, or give the Dungeon Master advantage, or player's advantage, or disadvantage, or many other small things. So check it out. We have an XP system going.
Yeah,
And,
we do have a cheers from Yorit.
I will say that is the only
There is a
non-illegal
good beer.
move. Otherwise,
Cheer.
players. Hey, Anarch, I see you there. Anarch knows what's what with the XP system. So I'm sure we'll get some redemptions tonight. Yes. So when we last left our heroes, they were on their way to the halls of the Hunting Axe, a legendary dwarven ruin, which is supposedly the resting place of King Torhild Flametongue, the ancient dwarven king of Basilma, with his legendary crown and his legendary axe Orc Splitter. And having learnt the nature of the secret location of the king's tomb, the heroes made their way across the Dasaran Valley into the hills, where these ruins were known, but no one's actually ever been able to find the true resting place of the king. However, just as they were about to go underground, sideswiping what looked to be a rather large owlbear, they found themselves entering into the crypt system when a man with writhing hair turned up, casting a silhouette and holding up a large egg-shaped object, which exploded, causing a massive earthquake, which found our heroes deep beneath the ground, but in a tomb complex. And indeed, they have discovered the true resting place of the king. However, there's also this strange miasma and this terrible metallic taste in their mouth, and a number of our heroes have been experiencing these very painful headaches. And indeed, the spirit of the king, having just warned our heroes of the dangers of some kind of being called Thazadun and the ancient enemy, these hideous creatures that look like they're these flying four-armed Moors, have started floating out of the darkness in this miasma, and our heroes are under attack and perhaps a little under the weather from this strange and evil miasma. And so it is that we're going to go straight into combat, provided that everything is loaded up for me. Which it looks like... Why is this the player version still? Oh, come on. Come on.
Welcome to the Fumbles part of fame.
Yeah, that's about it. Let me try rejoining for the second or third time.
Woohoo!
Fortunately,
Well, it's a way to fill an evening.
it is indeed. So we have these nasty creatures coming up. I really can't run anything for me. Oh dear. So how has everyone been?
So you can probably talk Gact down because he's on
Oh
22.
yes, Gak. Yes, Gak got separated from the rest of the party, and has been spending the last hour or so trying to dig himself out of some rubble. Fortunately, he is quite hardy for an Arakokra ranger, and knows a little bit of healing magic himself. So, just as you're able to wedge yourself out, you've been having these terrible, terrible headaches, but you could swear you can hear the sound of your companions coming from nearby. And let's see, come on, roll 20. Oh, it's an absolute dog today.
That it is.
There we go, and it looks like it is the DM version. So,
Woo!
Bow
Gak, we start with you.
Yes. You mentioned headaches. Do I need to roll some kind of save for that, or?
You can make a charisma saving throw. I think I said last time.
Oh.
All right, nice. So you're able to just fight through them, but you can now see in the dark that there is this passage, and there is definitely the glow of some kind of light source.
Yeah. And that's also, yeah, it's the only direction I can go, but that's also the direction where I heard their voices, right?
It is. It is.
Yeah, so I'll head that way.
All right. So just as you see these creatures coming out of the darkness, you guys see 1, 2 creatures. You turn to the northern passage and you see a birdman approaching. Someone that you are familiar with.
Gak!
Okay,
Where have you been?
okay, so I see this fiery creature. Does it look like people are hostile towards my party members?
Oh, we don't have an initiative for it.
No, I still can't control the token.
Oh. Oh, right. That was the whole reason I reset things. Let's see.
The sheet you gave me only gives me all the lore and stuff, but I have another tab open with all the stuff I need, so I can just slash roll it.
Hang on a second. I know what I've done.
I'm glad one of us do.
It's always good when your DM knows what he's doing.
Sometimes. I put it in your journal, but I didn't put control on. That's why. There you go. Now you should be able to move it and do stuff.
Let's see. I can access the character sheet, and I can control it. Nice.
Very good. So,
So roll initiative.
that seems appropriate. Right up there with
Hey,
Cruel Thunder.
God,
It just got summoned into the world, and it's kind of confused. It's like, what? I was just in the most wonderful fire hot spring, and now I'm fuck.
So
A
Gak,
lava
you can see that. Oh, I should probably move the camera for the people at home. You can see that next to Ayu in the distance is this burning man. You've encountered one of them before in the tower on the hill with all the druids. But there also seems to be some kind of summoning circle that yeah, the gas is not explosive, fortunately.
I did ask that before I started summoning it last session.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, the thing is, I'm slightly behind on the facts at times,
Okay.
so I'm quite pleasantly surprised.
Sounds like that's not the only thing you're behind on. Let's move
Yeah.
on.
I'll knock an arrow and keep going down the hallway. There.
Alright, so you
Make
see
it
these
this
nasty
way.
looking creatures that are in this greenish miasma. You're right on the edge of it, so it's not going to affect you at the moment. But you can see that Danthara has just... He's started coughing up blood and doesn't look well at all. And that is your full movement, yes?
Yeah, that's my full movement.
So we see this terrible creature begin to move its way forth. And let's see, it will go for the nearest person here. Actually, let's see. There are quite a few of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's randomize this. Oh, why is my keyboard not in English?
It's not a problem I've ever had.
Okay, 1. So, is Gak close enough though? Gak appears and you just turn your gaze to see this horrifying creature that's little more than a big maw. And for a moment you feel this penetrating psychic presence, like the headache just resurges. And I'm going to need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Goof.
Okay, an 11. You needed a 13. So what you see is Gak, you see Grimjaw, the were-beast leader of the Riverguard Keep. And he seems hell-bent on charging towards you. And it seems like he's coming in for a bite. And so you take 22 psychic damage. And you are quite convinced that he has infected you with this lycanthropy and you are turning into a monstrous pig and losing the power of flight.
Okay.
That doesn't sound too bad until you realize he's a bird, and it's like, oh.
Yeah, that doesn't
it's all
sound good.
shit.
So that's its turn for now. Mauritius, it is your
So
turn.
what I'll be doing is I will try and go here and
you can
interpose.
you can get there and interpose. As you do so, you feel this taste, this metallic taste in your mouth, just increasing in intensity.
That's rather pleasant.
Feeling rather nauseous. Perhaps the taste of blood.
Hurrah. So what I will do is I'll slap it with my sword, because that tends to work out quite well, and then I'll punch it.
Well, slapping it with a sword is certainly a technique it wasn't expecting. Oh wow, and we have the first crit of the evening. So let's just see. That is considered a magical longsword, right?
Ah, crap, I should have rolled the Dragonbone Longsword.
So it's +1 more.
It's +1 and it's a D8 instead of D6 for damage. Apparently.
But
Every longsword is a D8.
yeah, and that's what it says, in fact, in your stats.
Oh, hurrah.
You just rolled a 1.
Okay.
Indeed.
I'm awesome.
So it's an additional 1 point of damage, essentially. Let's see,
Oh,
and
perfect.
that's not going to affect it. So, well, I mean, it does affect it rather. So the 16-2 is a hit, which means it has to make a concentration save. That's
Yay.
pretty abysmal. So, Gak, you don't feel like you're turning into a pig creature anymore, and it takes let's see, is there more attacks than that?
No, that will be it. I will use my bonus action and a key point to do patient defense.
Okay.
So attacks against me have disadvantage.
All right. Oh, hang on a second. You're poisoned. So that
So
means
I missed it.
yeah, that crit was a miss, I'm afraid.
Rip.
And was it DC 10 or 5 plus half the what was it? Half the damage.
DC 10 or half the damage with whichever is higher.
So it still lost its concentration. Oh, half whichever is higher. Half
Yeah,
a 7. So it's still got its thing up.
No.
Because,
No,
10 is
whichever
the
is higher.
yeah, 10 is higher than 3.
Oh,
That
sorry.
three,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So at least yes, you've done that.
I
Alright.
did a thing.
Apologize for that. I forgot about that. So are you finished your
It's
turn
all
then?
forgiven.
That will be it.
We shall move on to Ayu.
Well, I don't know if I'm poisoned, but this changes nothing. I need a con save.
A con save from the.
Yeah, from the Ferrum thingy.
Okay. So let's make another con save for it. It got a 19.
Fucking passive. You asshole. How high is the ceiling in this room, by the way?
The ceiling is quite high. The pillars go up to some maybe 50 feet. However, part of the roof is collapsed on the eastern side of the room, which you can pretty much see.
Right, I'll go 30 feet up,
Okay.
and that's my turn.
Alright. Which means it's the other Faerum's turn. And it is going to come in. And let's see. There was one. It's actually going to try and attack the Azer with its Phantasmal Killer ability.
Phantasmal
So
Killer.
you should make a Wisdom saving throw for it.
12.
And it was a 13 you needed, so he takes 30 points of psychic damage.
Okay. This boy isn't gonna be around much longer.
I'm sorry. Zardas.
Right, seeing what these creatures are doing, Sadas will assume is a calm tsunami rage. So I will go into rage, and I will come out of this place and smack against this guy here.
Okay, so you climb up without any issue onto because you're in a 5 foot
Yeah.
deep indentation, and actually
Alright.
the air feels a little bit easier to breathe here, although you still feel quite affected.
Alright, and then I will attack him with advantage, disadvantage, because I'm
So regular
Poison.
attack.
so regular attack. And let's see how tough he is. I'm class 11. Well, I guess tougher than that.
That is a miss, yes.
And I'm class 18.
That will be a hit.
So that's 21 points of damage.
Alright. That definitely hurt it.
Can I reroll the save at the end of my turn? Or against the
No,
poison?
at the moment you are poisoned.
I'm still poisoned. Okay. That's it.
Yes. Everall.
Yes. I will summon over here a Guardian of Fate. Thor, I beseech thee.
All right. Does Thor listen? You almost see this weird eye in the corner there.
Yeah, indeed.
And out of it,
It's the Eye of the Storm.
you find that a Valkyrie appears. Didn't we have something for that? Let's just put a spirit.
Not yet. It's the first time I used it.
Okay.
It's also pretty indistinct, except it's got a sword and a shield. Apparently,
And it's large.
It's
Oh yeah,
large.
it's large.
Oh, that's right.
Thor,
So you wanna,
obviously known
like
for his
there?
sword.
Yes, that's very much a Valkyrie.
Yeah, she's just wearing like some type of animal pelt.
It's Fenrir.
Fenrir became a badger in this incarnation.
Well,
Yes, yes.
Look, badgers don't give a fuck, so I mean, fair enough.
No.
And
no
then
one
I
can
will
badger.
get
Badger, I
close-
barely met her.
and then I will get closer to the mouth.
All right. Get closer to the mouse. Yes.
And that's my turn.
All right. So it starts. I was trying to find something better, but I don't have the time. Okay, which brings us to the Azor, who is currently experiencing these hallucinations. So
Yes.
it must make a. Hang on, is it the start or the end of a new turn? On a failed. Let's see. At the end of each of its turns before the spell ends, it must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw or take additional damage. So it can still react first and use its turn.
All right.
So it's
Well,
Trident, right?
It's a manifestation of its deepest fears, but
Water.
it is not.
On a failed save, the target
Yes,
becomes
it
frightened
becomes
for the
frightened for the
duration.
duration. Yeah, so it's gonna probably try and run away,
yeah, fair enough.
which would be in this direction.
We shall call him Brave Sir Robin.
Does it take damage at the end of its turn, even if it passes?
No, if it passes, it's gone.
Okay.
As
I
is the
can't.
frightened condition.
So I can't see how far that goes because I don't have view on the token. So.
Oh, okay, sorry. We'll move it. Its full move, and then you can roll for it.
No. It's an 11.
It's gone.
The floating bucket of water got.
And it disappears and is summoned back to its home plate.
Damn it. That's the first failed summon.
Brulsendar
took
tries to
damage.
get out of there. And, let's see, does he even have a weapon? An unarmed strike. No, he's gonna go and hide behind Gak.
Take dodge action.
And Gak, it is your turn.
I'm gonna. Oh, wait. The map was moving.
Yeah, it's
I'm
okay.
gonna aim for the guy that is already being attacked. Let's try to finish off one, I guess. So yeah, mark him.
Mm-hmm.
And then use my longbow, which is this one.
Okay, a 28 will hit.
And 13.
A 13 is a miss.
Okay, that was 17 damage then.
Alright. Definitely hurt him. Does not look good.
Yeah, I heard it.
And it is its turn. And it starts its turn in this aura of radiant energy, right?
Well, it says if it moves.
Okay. So it is not going to move. But what it is going to do is it's going to hurl a fireball.
What?
Yeah. It creates a fireball. Let's see. We want the effects
no.
there. Explosion and fire. Unfortunately, it can't get too many people without getting itself. So it is going to. Mauritius and Ayu, can you roll me a d20, please?
Oh no.
A random d20?
Mm-hmm.
A 3.
Alright. It's going for
God.
Ayu
My rolls.
and Everil. So a
That
fireball
one
centered
time I
there,
rolled 20.
and the fireball does 37. So I want some dexterity saving throws, please. And of course, being a tiefling, Ayu will halve the eventual damage. So you take a quarter damage.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't Ayu in the air?
Oh yes, you
Yes.
are. Oh great. So
I am
it
30
would
feet
be
up in the air.
Mauritius then. Sorry.
I mean,
Alright.
I'm perfectly fine if he just wants to hit me in the chest with a fireball. Go ahead, buddy.
Okay. So you both make your saves. No worries.
But mine
So-
is disadvantaged, right? Because poison?
Oh yes, thank you for the reminder.
No,
and
you don't have disadvantage to saving throws. Because you're
No,
Oh,
it's on skills.
Cool. Then I don't take any
ability
damage.
checks.
Okay. You don't take any damage.
With this
Yeah.
thing.
evasion thing.
Oh, you have evasion. Okay, so only Everil takes half damage, which was
It's
16. 18. Okay.
16.
Jeez, my math is off.
I'll take 16 if you want.
Well, it's
No, it's 18.
okay. In any case, that was its turn, which means it's Mauritius's turn.
That would be me. Hurrah. I will slash it with the sword. And miss. And do an unarmed strike. And miss.
Oh, damn. But wait, excuse me, Mauritius. Since we are flanking, you have advantage, disadvantage. So the first
Oh.
one is a 17. Yeah.
It is.
Oh, that's kind of nice.
Would that already kill him, the first hit?
Yes, it would actually.
Okay, so the crit is for the other guy.
The crit can't be a crit, right?
Yeah,
Oh, wait,
advantage.
yes, it can.
It's not flanking anymore.
Yes, it can. Sorry. Go.
Ah, yeah, it's just that's true. It's just disadvantage because he's not flanking.
So it's an 11. So that will miss.
2, 3. Can I actually go all the way around him and wind up here?
Yes.
So, someone remind me something. You can use inspiration on other people, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, have that crit. Feeling generous today.
Okay. So you do
I'm never.
a whopping
I'm never
11
gonna use-
points of damage to it.
that's
Look,
good.
I'm never going to use that inspiration. I need to get it out of my pocket now,
Everything helps.
while I notice it.
It is now your turn.
I'm still affected by poison, so we're just gonna make another con save for that thing. Make a con save. Crumble.
Oh, for the last one here, yes. Okay.
Yeah. That, and I'm saving my spells for when it gets super nasty.
You're 13.
It
so
fails.
It takes 8 points of cold damage.
And has disadvantage on its next weapon attack. I don't know if it has those. I don't know what the fuck a ferrum is.
No, you really don't, do you?
Is this giant mouth thing with teeth?
Well, I assume it can do like a leech little bite sucky thing. So, you know, I don't fucking
Bite
know.
sucky, 5 gold.
Love you long time.
Some people
Oh,
are
shit.
into that kind of stuff.
It
This is why we're not endorsed by Wizards of the Coast.
It was an erudite quote, and I.
It can't move from there, so it's gonna try and do the same thing that its sibling did and drop a fireball. This time it's gonna drop it in such a place that it affects Zardas and Everil. Shitty damage.
Ooh, Zadist with that crit on the save does not take as much damage.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
not
you
saying
both only
anything,
take
but-
10.
Yeah.
Alright, and then it's Zardas' turn.
Well, you throw a fireball at me. Take the power of water. So advantage, disadvantage, and here we go. A 17 for. Wait, I will sum it all up for you. 16 plus 2 plus 7 plus 17
Dead,
plus
Jim. He's dead.
44 points.
Stop! He's
With a trident.
already dead!
Sheesh kebab.
A terrible thing.
Yeah, are these creatures like disappearing where they die, like they are from another plane of existence, or do they
No,
stay
they-
as a corpse?
They stay as a corpse.
Then I will bite into one of it.
You will bite into it.
Of course
Yes.
you will.
Okay. You bite into it and you immediately vomit. It seems like this miasma is permeating from these creatures. Are you still with us, Fausto? That is a creepy smile to freeze on, my friend. Alright, we seem to have
Yeah, he's
lost
gone.
Fausto. Which, yeah, you shouldn't have been into that Faerun, friend.
Right, so does it feel like if we get rid of these beasties that the horrible waft that is poisoning us would go away?
Not necessarily. It's a bit hard to tell, but the spirit of the king does sort of acknowledge you and says, "They are not all gone. The worst is yet to come."
Oh, joy.
And let's see. You can hear this clicking, horrible sound as the headaches intensify, and you see larger versions starting to squeeze out of holes and places.
Get back.
So
I am worried.
I am lost to Fausto.
oh, right.
God.
Hang on a second.
His PC shut down.
I'm sure he'll be.
Welcome to Fumbles. There is
Yes,
no
indeed.
fate.
We're mostly in the right place.
Oh, right. So, considering that we're gonna be attacked by multiple of these creatures, do you guys think we can take these?
Absolutely.
And I might need a spot of healing.
Come to me, and I will close your wounds.
Come to mama.
Oh my fucking god!
I would say
The
you
bad
have
mom.
the equivalent of one round of actions that you can do before this second wave hits.
Ah, okay.
Uh,
I'm gonna get behind my thingamajig over there.
how bad are you, Heart Mauritius?
I'm at 39 out of 59.
Alright, I'll
20.
give you a level 2 cure wounds.
On the scale of 0 to
Have 10
I am-
HP.
Is Fausto chatting back about what's going on?
yeah, he's trying to get his PC to work again.
Okay.
You said we only had one round?
Yes.
You're gonna have to wait, Avril.
That's okay.
I will get to you soon.
Wait, maybe I can do something myself. I can actually do something myself.
That is
You are-
good. That
You are
means
a
I can.
cleric of thought.
I am a cleric still. I
Yeah.
will use a second level cure wounds on myself.
This
Seems
just means
sensible.
I can do something big because these things scare me. Damn fire. Well, it's not the fireballs that scare me, but that phantasmal what's it? Finger wiggling, tentacle wiggling, tentacle, whatever, wiggling.
Well, they look pretty.
Wait, what?
Let's see.
And
Maybe I
while
can
we have
use-
that one round, I will also do a
Oh,
Yeah, tentacle wiggling.
damn.
that does not look good at all.
Out of my high level spells, which is this thing fucking catching? Because yeah, no.
I will throw a level 2 cure wounds on myself.
Jesus Christ.
My man.
I do not like the look of that. It's got teeth on its ass.
God, that's like the worst nightmare of any horn dog.
What? Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Uh, okay. In any case,
Wall of
yeah.
air or wall of fire?
Let's see. Should we just use the same initiatives or use this time while we're waiting for Fausto to re-roll?
As someone who's rolled pretty well, I'm happy to keep mine.
I bet you are.
I'm good
I'm
too.
not.
If you guys want to reroll, that's fine.
I don't know. Maybe nah, it's okay for me. But Zadas might want to reroll.
Alright. Well, no, he's not here, so we're not re-rolling.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just
Bad.
give him a few secs.
Let's not give him a few secs.
Yeah, I'm good.
Let's leave that to his wife.
Oh God,
She's competent at it.
you guys are terrible people.
Yes.
Yes, we are.
That's how you recruited us. I was like, can I get a list of terrible people from Belgium and or America?
Ta-da!
That's oddly specific. Let's see, maybe I can get off this distracting bouncy thing too while we're waiting for it.
Well,
So now it's only one, right? Or are there several?
Oh, there are 3.
Aha.
Ass teeth. There's always more than you want there to be.
Now I need to look up if there's a medical condition called dentata anala or something like that.
I need to look up a condition of how fucking space marine do I want to go on these things. I'm trying to decide if I want to burn these things in holy fire.
If there was a creature on Faerun to burn with holy fire, this would be it.
'Cause I'm thinking about dropping a fucking wall of fire on this some
So I
bitch.
want you to right now imagine Geiger counters and the scanner from Alien.
I have no clue what a Fatum is.
Well, it's basically Cthulhu, but it has more teeth.
Ooh, I wonder if Tarlin can summon them.
So-
You know what?
Fun
What
fact of
is-
the day: sea cucumbers have anal teeth.
Yeah.
What?
I was just looking it up. There are apparently sea cucumbers have teeth at their anus.
That's
It's
probably
best
what
way to
inspired
get
these
digestive
things.
system.
Exactly.
It's because they're like this is going to get bad real quick. So we are on stream, guys. Let's
Yes.
kick this off anyway.
Yes, let's
Cause,
keep going. Okay.
so, Gak, you notice these things starting to appear out of the darkness, and the headaches intensify.
Yes. Well, I can see the one in front of me. More or less.
Yes. Well, you've got 90-foot dark vision, don't you?
Yeah, and I
So-
have sharpshooters, so I'm just gonna go for it and start shooting.
Which
I will-
one? Sorry.
The one in front of me, so down
Yeah.
here.
Okay.
And I will wait. How far is the range of my hunter's mark? I need to check that. 90 feet as well. So I should be able to move my hunter's mark onto that one as a bonus action, and then start shooting.
All right. So let's see the. Zardos can have moved back, yes, to somewhere like
All
here,
right.
perhaps.
Yeah, that should be fun. Because I will alert people that I plan to put up a wall of fire here with the flame coming towards us, so as they approach, they have to take damage.
Okay. The
People can speak up against that if they want, by the way. If they don't think that's a good idea, let me know.
Oh no, please do.
well, it's kind of like last minute. Wait, does that mean we've got Falstay?
Yep,
Yeah,
I'm back.
Oh, there we go. That's better.
You talk
So-
about fire, I'm back.
Did you catch anything of what we were saying live? Or
Totally okay with a wall of fire.
Wall of fire, something, something. That's all
Yep.
I got.
Wall
Okay.
of fire, ass teeth, and death.
There are
The-
indeed 3 much larger of these creatures coming out of the darkness. You've had
Oh.
one round to perform actions. We just moved
Okay.
you back for now. If you want to reposition yourself, that's fine too. You were somewhere like here.
Right now, all I see it's. Oh, that's fine.
If that
And they're
helps.
coming from down here.
Mm-hmm.
And up
Okay.
here.
And I'm not poisoned anymore.
You are still poisoned. Everyone is still poisoned. You are still standing in the miasma.
I lost my. Okay, I put it back. All right. No. Well, reposition. I guess I will go and attack one. If you're going...
Sorry, it's currently Gag's turn. We're resolving that. I was
Okay.
just saying, like, you can have spent
Alright.
one round preparing before they turned up. If you needed to
No.
heal.
Well, the only thing I want. No, more than healing, I would like to chuck a javelin at them so I don't lose my rage. That's all.
Yeah, I meant as in the case if
Yeah.
you've not noticed them until now, there's been
Okay.
a round of pausing.
Okay.
So the other guy is healed, for example.
Yeah. No. It's fine.
Okay. But it's fine if you're still angry. I don't care.
All right.
Biting your hand to keep going.
So, the 2 hits soar into the darkness and strike your target. And let's see, they have...
And I will take also one step back.
Yeah. So they take, what was it? It is marked, so it's 11 and 16, right?
Yeah, sorry. That's it, yeah.
Okay. Which means it's Mauritius.
So I'm gonna be running up to that bugger.
Alright.
Considering that I have 45 feet of movement, I think I should be fine doing that.
You, despite the slowness of your speech, you are very swift of feet.
I do declare that my actions do speak louder than my words. So I slash it with my dragon swordy,
Yes, indeed.
and then
And
I
that does
spend
full
one
damage.
key point
Mm-hmm.
to do one of these funky things.
Oh, a stunning strike. Alright, so it has to make a constitution saving throw. So let's give that a roll. Oh, sorry, that was not public. It got a 5,
It needed a 15,
so it is stunned.
so I will slash it again after that.
Can you though? Oh yes.
I have 2 attacks since level 5.
Very
And
good.
then I get to punch it as a bonus action. If I want to. I don't know. Let me see.
Yeah, go for it.
Fucking monks, man.
Punch it. Only a
Nice.
15 though. Does
No, it's
being stunned help my attack?
Yep, it gives you advantage.
Well, there we go then.
Well, it becomes a regular attack.
Yeah, so 22.
You've luckily gotten very good rolls there.
Sometimes
12
I'm
and-
lucky.
There we go. So it is not looking good. Ayu, you are
Alright.
wishing to cast a spell here?
Yes, I shall move here so I have a better idea of what things are looking like. And I shall cast Burn It in Holy Fire.
Is that a wall of fire?
That is a wall of fire. And it did not display the whole thing, so let me quickly change that so it does display that whole thing. Spell. No, I don't want to resize the damn character sheet.
Oh god.
There you go.
Alright, so you wanna... Let's see, I've got it right here for you.
How I have it measured is how I want to place it.
Okay, let's... How long is it?
I'm gonna make it 45
60.
feet long. Because I can make the wall up to 40 feet long, and I'm just gonna make it 45.
So you want it somewhere like this. Oh, why is that not free?
I feel like I only give you headaches, and I'm sorry.
Just do a line, yeah.
Something like that?
Yeah, that's good.
So you're not-
And the hot side is going to be kind of towards us. It shouldn't catch any of us unless we run towards.
Why towards us?
Yeah.
So as they advance, they'll go through the wall, take the initial damage, and if they get close, they'll have to just sit there and take more damage. Fuck being creative. Burn 'em.
Good, well done, Ayu.
Alright. It is the Feyring. And the wall of fire. Can you see through it?
No.
No.
That is useful. So one of them appears here, down the bottom,
Ah,
and gives Mauritius a psychic attack.
Oh boy.
So you're gonna need to make me a saving throw. Wait, why didn't that?
Me?
No, it's just the description wasn't on.
What wasn't that one stunned?
No, there's another one that's creeped up behind it.
yeah,
Oh,
this
damn.
It's gone around.
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, there it is.
Um, Although
I'm getting hurt.
they have true sight, so it doesn't really matter.
Oh shit.
So yes, you got a 12. So you take the top damage, which is 34. And what happens is that you see your abbot,
Oh no.
and he is standing over you, blocking your blows, and he is being so condescending, like saying, "Worthless, failure, unworthy."
I don't like you, Abbott.
Abbott doesn't like you either, Costello.
Apparently.
Zardas, the wall of fire burns, steaming
I'll
some of
take-
the wet pores of your skin.
Yeah. I'll take the long way around here at this point.
Got a fun
And
one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What's this? Like here?
You just move through a column.
Yeah, like this and like this. So first here and then there.
Okay, well, where there's rubble, that's like difficult terrain.
Oh, then I will stay here. It's fine. Okay, then I stay there. This guy stunned, so advantage is advantage.
Yeah.
And here we go. An 11 and a 19.
The 19
And-
will hit,
So that's 16 points of damage.
and you slay that particular beast.
Oh, then I would have an additional attack, but with that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is it trouble between us?
I would say the huge body is
That the guy is
difficult.
okay
Yeah.
then I'm too far from it, so that's it. I stay there.
Something at it.
Can I chuck something at it? I mean, I'm wielding my trident, so I could chuck the trident at it.
You could do that.
I will do this because I'm Zadas. So
It
I throw
is
in the
very
trident.
graphic.
That's it. Take this, bitch. 14.
14 is just enough.
That's great. So it's another 15 points of damage.
All right. Damage this creature.
Constitution check.
It's going to have to make a Constitution check. Yes. Let's see.
Apiospherium.
Yes, it loses the spell in particular, so you no longer see your
Goodbye, Abbott.
abbot.
I look at Mauritius and say, man up.
Everall.
Yes. The fire is not towards us, right?
It is.
No.
It is.
I thought you said the heat was on your side.
I decided to push it that way.
Okay, was that the last thing you said?
That was the last thing I said regarding the fire. I
If-
said,
if it's-
fuck
if
it.
it's
Instead
not-
of being creative, I'm pushing it that way.
If it's not, then it's okay. Then I will just.
I don't remember the last thing I heard was that you were putting it on.
Yeah,
your
I'll keep
side.
it our side. That's fine.
Yeah,
that's
fine.
fine.
I'll
Let's
just
stay.
do, I'll just
Let's
do
not
something
slow
else.
things down.
Yeah.
Let's go with my original statement. You
I
didn't hear the afterwards.
Run up behind my friends and call down the mighty hammer of Thor.
All right.
Which is very tiny over there.
Indeed.
Why can't
Uh,
I make it?
Thor got a small hammer.
You know,
Not the size, it's how you use it.
And
that's-
only the worthy
it's not
can
small.
lift it.
It's
You better
short.
believe it.
It's short.
Oof.
And actually,
Oh wait, I need to roll with disadvantage probably.
your spiritual weapon. Oh right, yes, it's still your spell attack.
So it is a plus.
7.
And
Eh.
11. So it's a miss.
It's
Nice
still
effort.
There. It's
It
fine.
is
That's
still
enough
there.
for me.
It is distracting it. Let's see. Brul Danthar is going to stay there and do a dodge action. Now it's finally this one's turn, I think. So it is trapped behind a wall of fire. It is going to.
You can come through the flame
Ooh.
if it wants. Probably happy with that.
With its true sight,
Ah, shit. I'm
it-
crying again.
looks at you.
But true sight looks through illusions. This is a physical barrier.
But it's fire.
It's an opaque barrier.
Yeah, it's like a wall.
Okay,
True
fine.
sight does a specific
Like
thing.
actual
steps
physical burny fire.
It steps through the fire
Aha!
Alright, I believe it's a dex save. Check. Yeah, it is a dex save. DC 16.
All right.
Yeah, and it can make 2 actually.
Is it a dex save for that as well?
Yes.
21 damage. It passes 1, so it takes what?
Yeah, the first one was for the fire, the second for the Guardian of Faith, which gives it 10 radiant damage.
10 radiant damage, you say. Is that halved already?
Yes, it's 20 or half on a successful save.
Okay, and I'm just gonna check its flying speed is that. Okay, great.
Flying speed.
No shit, they can fly too?
They hover.
Ah, shit.
So, well, if it wasn't for the fact that the chambers collapsed on that side, it might have been able to go over the fire. But let's see. So that's 31 total. So it does look bloodied at least, but it comes out and it stares straight at you, Ayu.
Oh shit.
And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
I'm good at those! I'm not good at those!
You aren't.
Ouch.
So the first thing it says, you hear this voice in your head telling you to dismiss your spell.
It's gone. It's gone, boss. Sure, boss man.
But however, that is its turn for now. And so it the other one. I must have missed its turn last time round.
No, I think you changed it with the other one.
Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. It is going to stay there. It is going to target Zardos with a Phantasmal Killer. So you must make a Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. Here we go. A 19 and a
Very
half.
good.
Bitch.
It is indeed. You start to see the image of the noble woman who you showed the dance of the seven sharks to, but then the image is gone, fought off by your immense
I think ego.
mental will.
I think
Your
I think
immense
the
ego.
Ego. I think the thing is this. This spell shows you the thing you fear the most, and as the spell washes over Zadas, Zadas looks at the creatures and say, "I fear nothing."
The edge. Ah, I'm bleeding.
Gak.
Yes. Well, first I will say to Bruldentar in Dwarvish, get back behind the corner, Bruldentar. And yeah, like back in the hallway. And I will shoot at the closest one here.
Okay. Oh shit. And you are not affected by the thing. It's concentrating. God damn it. Yep,
Nice.
they both hit. So what do we got total?
I didn't mark it because I figure speaking to Bruldentar would also cost some time.
You know what? It has 31 hit points, so it comes crashing out of the sky. Why has this stopped working? Okay, it's just slow. And sort of lands with this, and it's almost like when they land, this gross miasma comes out, but at the same time, it's almost like they deflate, like they're partially made of some kind of gas. And we move on to Mauritius.
Right, so I'm planning on doing is I'm gonna be moving towards that one that is still inflated. and I'm gonna jump on top of it,
Mm-hmm.
get behind it. And while I'm on top of it, I'm slashing it with my blade.
Alright, slash away. A 16 is a hit.
Right. So we're spending a key point to do the funky stun thing. Dude.
Hit. Con save, right?
Yep.
Fucking monks, man.
Okay, he's stunned now. So then we sort it again. So that's 25, so that hits.
It
And then
is.
as a bonus action, I punch it.
13 total.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy being a super powerful ancient being. If you can't move, you can't do fuck all.
Ayu, you feel the fog lift from your mind, and you are yourself again.
That was concerning. That is very concerning. I don't want that to happen ever again. Simply put, I want these things to very dead.
Understandable.
I gotta get closer so I can actually hit it with my produce flame.
Sorry. Yep. I thought you said
Why?
your pretty sling, not produce flame.
I didn't roll to hit. I think poison gives me disadvantage on it.
However, it is stunned, so
You get advantage.
Advantage, disadvantage.
regular
go.
attack.
Yeah, it was already.
A
Bam.
27 would hit.
Okay.
So 11
11
points.
fire damage.
Okay.
There we go.
Zardas.
Alright, I will go to him.
And retrieve the
And I-
trident.
Yeah, it's on this guy? On the other
Yeah.
guy, right? Yeah.
It's on the
So,
logo, yeah.
free interaction, I retrieve the trident, and then I will attack him twice with advantage, disadvantage.
Yeah.
25 and a 19 for a
So they
total
both
of
hit.
10 plus 7 plus 2 plus 10 plus 2. 38 points damage.
How do you want to do this?
So I will basically I will just put my hands on the trident and then stick it deeper inside of him. Take it out, turn it around on top of my head, and then pierce him to the ground as he deflates it with this sound.
He had it coming.
If they rewarded
Bingo.
inspiration
You-
for onomatopoeia, you would have gotten it.
You ball of gas.
You all still feel kind of sickly, but it appears that for now, these creatures no more are advancing.
What are these things? Avril, are you? Do you know anything about it?
In fact,
Bender.
I have.
the king's spirit beckons you to return, and
So we return.
so you return, and he says, "In ancient times, these creatures destroyed the empire of Netheril. They are greedy. They are creatures of magic, and they were partially our downfall too. I did not know our tomb was so close. This must be the doing of Thassadoon."
Who now?
To Stadum?
The
Gaza
great
Doom?
Eye. Yes. A god of ancient power. A god so terrible he created the abyss itself. I could not tell you more than the gods themselves, though. I have no axe to wield. Orc splitters' magics are yet powerful still. Is there a weapon of its like worthy to carry its power. Is there a hero amongst you greater than the others?
I look at Avril.
What?
Is he talking about the hammer that Avril has, or he's talking about...
No. He's talking about his own weapon, which
His
was a
own
great
weapon?
axe.
Yeah, he's got a great.
A great axe! Well, Zada steps forward and he says, I would not call myself a greater hero, but we are all bound to this quest, and to be my honor and my burden to carry your axe, great king.
My axe is but ruins, but bring me forth a worthy weapon, and I shall transfer its power.
I've got a swordima thing that I could work on. Does anybody else have a powerful weapon thingy?
Well, Megalodon axe.
It is also in pieces. However, you do have an anchor.
Are you
Anchor?
gonna smack things with an anchor?
Right.
I absolutely am going to. Mauritius, look at me doing this. I take the anchor. And I say, these have served me well in my youth. And up until a few weeks back, maybe it will serve me well still. Blessed great king.
Not going to like this, but the need is great. We cannot allow Thassadun to bring forth the princes. And his spirit touches both the remains of his axe and the remains... Oh, well, not the remains, rather. Your anchor. And when he does, all of the rust, all of the built-up pieces of oceanic debris and that, like the pieces of coral and whatnot, and barnacles, they fade away, and it's sort of like the exterior of it fades away, and the anchor takes a slightly different form, the becoming more angular in appearance, and runes appear along its length. And as you clutch it, you feel that you understand what these runes say. And it says Prince Bane.
Prince Bane?
Bane of Princes, if you will.
Bane of Princes. Yeah, okay, I understand. Alright.
Princess Bride?
I shall.
It's as
It
you
is
wish.
it is a great honor you grant upon me, O King of Kings. I shall not disappoint you, and here I swear your enemies shall fall under the mighty blows of my anchor.
Then it will be good use, and I might rest again. Go now, you are trapped, but the well of worlds awaits you. Perhaps you have the knowledge to open the portal there. And with that, the spirit of the king fades away, and the miasma sort of blows away slightly with it, bringing in somewhat fresher air. It doesn't permeate the complete tomb, and you think if you don't linger here too much longer, you can get out of there.
Then I guess we will be getting out of there.
You do recall a few things. First, in the coffin, there were... let's see, where to go. Aside from the ruins of Orc Splitter, which its power is now being transferred, there is bones of the king lying atop a bed of 500 gold ingots stamped with the king's face on one side and a rising sun on the other, each worth 50 gold pieces. And there is... but they do seem to be tainted with this miasma. Everall, you think that given time and focus, you could summon the power of Thor to cleanse these. via a remove curse spell.
Right.
Remove
Uh,
curse.
There is also a crown. Bruldanthar, having witnessed this, kind of steps forward and says, "Oh, that's a great honor the king's bestowed upon you. Oh, can we get out of this place now, please?"
You okay, Shorty?
No,
Sure.
no.
Are we
I
getting
will give Brultander a cure wounds.
You do heal him. However, it doesn't seem to heal his. It restores him physically to help, but it doesn't cease this illness.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. Before we leave this place, I give the deflated corpses a quick look over. Is there anything salvageable about them?
They, in fact, this miasma clings to them. You think it might keep you being ill if you take anything from them. Perhaps if they were put inside something like a bag of holding or a lead-lined chest, it may prevent this gas from escaping and making you feel ill.
Right. I don't know about that, but they still stink, so I'm out of here.
Do you take the crown and treasures or just get out?
We definitely take crown and treasures. Does Brudel not have an objection?
I will. Yeah.
I would say he is very much of the mind of the crown itself. It should be returned to our people, but I'm sure there will be a monetary reward. I cannot take the great axe because the king has bestowed it upon you.
Let's take everything.
I know Mirabaru. I need to get back to some fresh air. He's gonna head out. Or start heading back to the tunnel from which it came at least. Who is going to take out the treasure? Because it is going to take you an amount of time to transfer 500 bars of gold.
I'm slightly low on the health thing, so I would like to rest up a bit first.
Yes, and if I'm gonna do the remove curse, I'm gonna have to pray to Thor for a while.
I think because I'm 8th level, I can turn into sea creatures.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I might have an idea here.
Okay.
Hold on. Bear with me. This is a stupid idea, but it might work. I have to check what an octopus is.
What an octopus is?
What?
If
An
you give
octopus
me-
is an,
I only need 30 minutes. I can hold my breath, but I can start transporting these bars with 8 arms into whatever container you need them transported into.
you're gonna need at least one to drag yourself forward.
I mean, can't we just carry stuff? It's not
Do
about
we,
how many arms you have; it's about how much you can carry, right?
Basically, yes.
Okay, so yeah,
Well,
Tiny
I'll turn
hammer.
into a mule.
yeah, exactly. Turn into a mule. That's better.
I
Well,
just need to know which of you guys are staying behind to get the gold over to figure out how
will.
long it's going to take.
I
And-
have 18 strength. I will do the physical work.
Okay, so Ayu's going to transform into something to carry the stuff.
Yeah,
And,
an oaks or something.
yep.
That's right, super top.
And the rest of you are going to get out of there. So, Zardos, I'm going to need you to make another Constitution saving throw.
Of
And
course.
Ayu as well.
Alright. If you're wondering why I was thinking octopus, I thought the problem was transporting all the stuff into a container so that we could carry.
Into a bag
Which
of
is what I was-
holding, you mean?
Yeah, which is why I suggested
Do we
octopus
even
quicker.
do we
Okay.
even have a bag of holding?
I don't.
No, we don't.
I don't fucking know.
Well, that kind of sucks.
So, Zardos, you actually gain a level of exhaustion as the longer you spend in this area. Like it seems to unnaturally sap the energy from you, and you feel refreshed by your animal form, but at the same time you kind of feel like breathing has nothing to do with this. But after an effort, you guys manage to move out of the chamber and recover the treasure, which I'd say between you can carry fair enough. And you find yourselves.
Can I
Could
grab
I
hold of our resident dwarf?
Grab a hold of him.
Yeah, and ask, like, do you know anything about this well of the worlds thing? Because that sure sounds mighty queer to me.
Couldn't have been that well that we found in that tomb just to the west and north of here, could it?
You see,
very well
I
be?
ask you a question because I don't know.
You actually did find a chamber with a well-like object in it. If you wish, I can transport the party back to that room.
What is it that we're doing?
We're now going to see the well of the worlds, apparently,
Ah, that
which the
thing.
king
Yeah.
spoke about.
Yes, indeed. If you recall from last time, it was almost a month ago. It did appear that the dwarves of ancient Basilma seem to have some kind of contact with dwarves from the Norse realms, there from which Everil has come. And indeed, the tombs in this particular room were unusual. So 4 pillars support a strange rune-covered burial chamber. There are 2 stone sarcophagi flanking the east and west of the chamber, and a large alcove in the northern wall supports a shallow stone pool, which is now glowing with an eerie blue light. And there are a system of glowing runes around the outside that appear familiar to you, Everil. And in the coffins, the dwarves there seem to be petrified, as if made of stone.
Mm-hmm.
I still can't speak as an ox, so ox noises
Moo?
and some moo. I don't fucking know what an ox makes.
It's
So
a
we're
kind of
taking
cow,
a-
right? So
I
Okay.
guess.
Taking a risk
All right,
here?
but wait. Yeah. I mean, we came here to find these weapons, right? Which we did. But before we did this, we were still going around the temples of the elemental cults, destroyed them, right?
yes.
But now we mentioned this thing about these well awards. But what is this for? I mean, why did he mention that? Are we supposed to use these well awards to? Did he want us to go somewhere?
Rule Denthar sort of
Ah.
gets out his pipe and coughs a little bit, and he's like, "It seems like we might be trapped underground, and whilst I can appreciate what you're saying, a way out is maybe a higher priority than getting back to the temples at this
All
moment. I would suggest, but I'm just identifying things really.
No, that's okay. So we are trapped in this place right now.
And I don't like this miasma thing, or if there'll be any more of those beasties.
So I look at the ox. Just nod your head. Can you turn into something that can burrow a tunnel and get us out of here?
Off the top of my head, I don't know out of character.
It would maybe like a giant badger or something, but I wouldn't
Yeah.
say it could burrow necessarily through stone.
Okay, then our only way seemed to be the thing Although I saw you summoning elemental, right?
Nod.
Maybe you can summon something that can borrow through stone.
Again, I'll have to defer to GM judgment on this. I'm not a expert on the elemental. Out of character.
I don't know either.
Okay, maybe then also Ayu doesn't know. So
But
Okay,
haven't you guys like read a
didn't we
book of
find
magic?
claws that let us burrow through stone?
what is that? What is that?
Yes,
Didn't we
claws,
find
the
Oh, we
the
have
Umber
the
Hulk,
claws. Hey, that's
And
true.
the Umber Hulk claws.
Oh yes. Wait a second. Where are they?
I think they have.
Barrow speed 20. Although I don't know if they leave a tunnel or they just cover up behind us. Okay, you know what? Let's use this portal. Maybe that's the better option.
Perhaps investigating it first could help.
Yeah, exactly. Although I don't know much, but not that dumb. So we'll have to do Arcana or
Well,
something.
let's all just investigate it.
Yes,
Yeah.
so one person can roll the investigation with assistance, or perhaps someone who's not poisoned.
Yeah, the smart one do this with advantage.
I'm not very smart with Arcana, but I am not poisoned.
Go for
Are
it.
you?
He's an ox.
I'm an ox.
I have a feeling I can only remove the poisoning by remove curse, right?
Okay.
What
The poison
skill
has
are you
not
guys
gone
looking
away
for?
with natural rest, no. We haven't
What
rested
skill were you
yet.
guys asking for?
Investigation.
If
Yeah,
they're
no. Don't turn to me either way. I have like a +2 to it in total.
if they're gonna investigate there, I will actually go pray and switch around my spells for a bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like pointing at it and yeah, this is definitely magic.
You don't say.
The magic thing is magic. This one.
Stomp in agreement.
All right, there were some runes, right? All right.
There were, precisely.
Okay,
Are
I will
they
touch.
dwarven?
I will touch the axe to the anchor to the pole.
Because I can
Alright.
speak and read Dwarven.
When you touch the axe to the portal, a big burst of water erupts and
Hey.
creates a portal in front of you.
Guys, I mean, how difficult can this be? Okay, since we're trapped here, wait, the miasma is still going on in this place?
Not in this particular chamber, but yes, it is permeating parts of it.
Okay, like, would it be safe to rest here and wait for Everell to study spells and then go, or should we leave this place immediately?
You can. Oh, you're asking them. Sorry.
I'm asking, the others. Like,
Do you
Brunello.
really want to rest while we've opened the magic portal?
I guess I can close it. I take the axe away from the portal.
Anchor.
Anchor axe.
It is a form of axe in any case.
Anchorage.
Ancax.
Ancax.
Anxor.
Axor.
Axel Rose?
You remove the axe in the portal, just the water sort of like slides back down again.
All right, I think we got the hang of this. So let's have a rest here. Mauritius also doesn't look very good. We are poisoned.
I'm on death's door and the dog's
Yeah.
licking my balls.
Before we go into what? Before we go into some other word, let's try to be
Sure.
It's
Let's
gonna take me
take,
5 minutes to switch up.
A long,
Alright.
a long rest then.
Yeah, if it's possible. If I don't see that we are getting poisoned by the miasma,
You can
Then-
take a long rest. It's not getting
Okay.
worse,
very well.
and you can recover your hit points,
Okay.
but you were still poisoned.
Yeah, but maybe Avril in 5 minutes has the right spell, or how was it again?
Yeah.
At the end of
Uh,
his rest. I thought you were
At
saying
the end
in
of
real
long
time.
rest. No, I don't know. You said let me switch spells. Well, what were you meaning?
Yeah, it's a minute per spell level to a minute of praying per spell level.
Oh, okay. Okay, then let's do this before we go to sleep.
Yeah. So you're
Okay.
essentially just switching the spells.
Yes.
Okay, great.
So you wake up, Fausto, your level of exhaustion is gone. You're still
Great.
poisoned.
No, he switched spells the day before.
That
That's
has
what he
nothing,
said, right?
It has nothing to do with it.
He cast remove curse to me before we went to sleep.
He didn't have it memorized.
But that's the whole thing he's saying. He's saying that he can change spells with minutes of meditation.
Right.
Am I understanding this correct, Avril?
Mhm.
Or
Yeah. Wait. This. It's a
So
long,
it doesn't
it's a
come
long-
into effect until after the rest. Whatever. Okay, he casts remove curse on you, and you are no longer poisoned.
Yay.
On all of us?
No, on Zardos.
No, I can only do it on two people. I only have 2 spell slots left.
Which renew after the long rest. Okay.
all right.
You remove. Well, you use a remove curse then on everyone, I guess, or if you want to spend that spell slot before you wake up to remove the poison condition.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go with that instead of arguing.
All right.
Yay! Nobody's poisoned anymore.
So, what's next? You guys feel reasonably well rested.
Yeah.
Back up to max, so Everall should also be at max, yeah.
Did I have to attune to the anchor?
As you have spent a long rest with it, yes, you need to attune to it, but the axe will also refuse to attune to you unless you unattune from drown.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, well, I mean, let's see what it is. So I will unattune from drown and see what the anchor says.
All right, I would like you to make a charisma save.
Seduce me, anchor. Let's go.
Seduce me. Okay. I
A
mean,
charisma save. Here we go. Hey, a natural 1.
So, at present, you try to release drown and have not realized what kind of a hold it's creeped up on you, and it refuses to unattune to you.
Trident. She was meant for me. Our destinies are one. I will not be separated from it.
My precious.
It is
Alrighty then.
mine own.
Do you want to pass the anchor to someone who can use it then? If you're not.
I will.
Of course. Because drown is the one true weapon. that I
It does
shall-
suit you quite nicely.
Yeah, and so while I die inside, I drop the anchor.
I.
you
So
know,
who here is proficient in sea vessel?
I'm really good at hitting things, but not with my body. Mostly
Good
with spells.
question.
What is it, like a martial weapon or?
It's a great axe.
Ah, okay.
I think Zardos is literally the only one that is able to use it.
I'm technically able to use it,
Yeah.
but I'm not strength based, so. Well, my strength is positive at least.
All right, what's next, guys?
So what do we do with the with the axe?
Oh, I can actually use it. I'm proficient with martial weapons.
Go for it, Avril.
Aren't
it a
you
I
martial
already
weapon?
have a hammer, so it's a zero sum for me.
Like,
I
seriously,
can carry
is
it if nobody can use it. I am happy to carry it until someone can use it.
I
I
am
mean-
willing to try a remove curse on drown.
Very good.
And if it doesn't work, yeah, I'm sorry, I tried.
All right, you cast remove curse, and
What are you
lich-
doing, Avril?
Oh, I'm just admiring it with my hand.
Isn't it a wonderful weapon?
Yes.
Now I understand the suffering she had to go through in the hands of that filthy man, Gar Shutterkill. But now she has a true master. Me, Avril, me.
Yes.
Okay,
A
calm
leash.
down, buddy.
So you sneak up and cast Remove Curse. And Zardas, you feel like the hold that this weapon has had on you suddenly breaks and is severed, and you feel
It's an
as if
extremely spicy toothpick
it
thing.
has been
Why am I
manipulating
holding
you.
it?
What? I feel weird. A tingling in my fingers. Like this wasn't supposed to be like that. I dropped the trident. What did it do to me? Then I look at Averil. I put a hand on his shoulder. Thank you, Averil. Whatever it is that you have done, you have freed my mind from this darkness. I am in your depth.
And indeed,
I did warn you to be careful.
Yes, you did. I did not listen, for the power of this weapon seduced me. But now there will be a new weapon that will seduce me. So the important is to not be alone in this life, right?
all right.
All this talk of weapon seducing, and all I can think of, isn't that what they do when someone stabs you with them? They're kind of like seducing your body by force.
Yeah,
Sure. Let's
Well,
As
no,
you,
they're trying
I
to
think-
disturb me well. I mean,
I
apart
think
from
it's time to try that portal again, don't you think?
but then I will take the axe again and I'll
and
attune
this
myself
time
to it.
you hear
But
a
shouldn't we
voice.
be, like, shouldn't we be like exploring like the rest of the stuff here, rather than just?
We need to leave. Miasma, bad.
Hmm.
Yeah, we might get poisoned again. I don't like that feeling.
The
Me neither.
the axe itself, when you attune to it, you start to hear a voice. No more orcs. Fine elementals if it'll be that way, but surely if we see any orcs, you will slay them. Yes, we must slay orcs and elementals. I'm on board with it, alright? Fish face.
Ouch.
Dear
You should
sir,
grow your beard out.
what? That does not match with the scale. So you are the bane of the princes, right?
I am the bane of the princess, and I am Hawk Splitter, always and forever.
Well, sure, if we meet some orcs, I guess split them. That's not an issue. But how are you going to help me kill the prince? This is the question.
I am extra good at taking care of such creatures.
That's what I wanted to hear. And so I attuned to it.
Yes.
And what does that mean?
You will find Orc Splitter Reborn is now just in your section there, Falstone.
Oh, let's see. Let's have a
So-
look at it.
Yes, it functions as a +2 weapon.
In my
And-
section of what? Because I have a magic item section, there is an item and equipment section, and then
Oh,
there is a handout. They're a bit everywhere.
I thought it
Players
should be,
handout,
should be up the top.
up to the top. Yeah, so no section. There we go.
Yeah,
So,
not yet.
yeah, okay. Once a mighty axe wielded long ago by the dwarf king Thorhild Flametongue or Splitter faded with the millennia, the weapon disintegrating. However, its magic is partially preserved and it's transferred into an appropriate weapon. You gain the following benefit when wielding this weapon. You have +2 to attack and damage rolls. When you deal damage against an elemental, the weapon deals an extra d12 of the opposing elemental damage, cold to fire, lightning to earth, and so on. When you roll a 20 on an attack roll with this weapon against an orc, that orc must succeed on DC 13 Constitution saving throw or drop to 0. You cannot be surprised by elementals or orcs while you are not incapacitated, and you're also aware when elementals or orcs are within 120 feet of you. And you and your friends within 30 feet of you cannot be frightened while you are incapacitated.
Not
Not to
incapacitated.
While you are not incapacitated, sorry. Orc Splitter is a sentient, lawful good weapon with intelligence of 6, wisdom of 15, a charisma of 10. I am
Yeah, maybe we
smarter
can reveal
and more
these things
charismatic.
over time rather than read out the
sorry,
entire
okay.
thing. Yes, but it is indeed a legendary weapon reborn in your anchor, And I'm also good at anchoring ships in any storm it appears.
Well, yeah.
It doesn't
guess
always speak to you
He
like that.
storms
It's
a
mostly
beer?
emotions. But yes. And apparently he can also open portals for you.
Yeah, looks so. Okay, very well. Then, are we ready, guys?
I think we're never gonna be more ready than we are now.
Excellent.
Okay. Then,
If no one objects, can Ayu take that trident back and wrap it up and keep it with her?
yeah,
Don't
you
object
can.
to that? Alright, I am going to safeguard this fucking thing. No one can have it.
Alright.
It's already tried to mindfuck our goddamn barbarian. It's not happening again. Don't touch it. It's mine.
Get rid of it at level
I'm not
11.
corrupted. I'm just protected, not corrupted.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Okay.
Grumpy protective stare.
Um,
I can't use it anyway.
so you guys gather forth and you touch the axe to the portal, and again this watery portal appears out of the water, out of the pool, and you step through as a group, I assume.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's do that.
How did this portal appear again?
How does it appear?
Yeah, is it like a walk-through portal, or are we like stepping in the little well thing?
It has sort of burst up. If you've ever seen Stargate, the way how it bursts
Okay.
the water out of it, but it's sort of like going vertical instead.
Okay. Because if it was the well, I was gonna turn into a fish and just straight in.
Well, you can do that if you want.
Yeah, sure. Turn into a little guppy.
Okay. So you jump through along with the others and find yourself flipping on the floor of a great throne room.
Oh god.
And a beautiful Nordic woman with hair of pure gold sits atop a great throne emblazoned with lightning bolts.
Right.
From
You
somewhere
haven't told me
beyond,
about that.
from
I
somewhere
already
beyond the,
bow.
from somewhere beyond the massive chamber, you hear the echoes of what sounds like an ongoing battle. And this woman, who is of greater stature than an ordinary woman, and very, very beautiful, looks down and says, "Evro, son of Kjartan and Oddbjörn, welcome to my home. I welcome you two heroes. I am Sif, goddess of earth and fields, and my husband, he is away, slaying giants in Jotunheimer, but please, be welcome, and feast at my table."
You are a goddess?
Oh yes, yes I am. Welcome to
I
Asgard.
kneel before her, and who's she? I should
Sif.
know this.
Sif, she is the wife of Thor.
And she's the goddess of what now?
The earth and fields.
I'm straight out of that form and immediately kneeling.
Yeah.
Protector of Earth and
Yes.
Fields are right up my alley.
And you guys find yourselves in the great hall of Bilskirnir, Thor's legendary hall, which is just of massive, massive proportions. And she seems to mostly be addressing Everil, and says, "Thor is very pleased by your progress. One day you will surely honor us such that you might come and stay with us here in Asgard. Oh, that is a lovely weapon you have gotten there. It looks like it is made by dwarves, yes?"
Yes, so it seems. We have found it, well, in the hands of dwarves, you might say.
It looks very much like my husband's, but not as great, maybe. Can you demonstrate its use?
I wish I could, but I am afraid I am not worthy enough yet.
As this conversation is going on, servants are bringing forth this bountiful feast. It is a feast suited to heroes. In fact, it's a hero's feast.
So we're immune to poison now. For fuck's sake!
Look, you take what you can get, okay?
No poison. I like that.
Oh god. So you yes, you bought this great big feast, and she says, "So you mean that you cannot use it? Why not?"
I don't know, my lady.
Was this made by dwarves from our world, or is it made by dwarves from the other world? Midgard Toril.
Do I know?
That's where you've come from. Toril is the world you've been on. You knew that much at least, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah, but do I know if the hammer is made by which? Oh well, what dwarves made the hammer?
Well, Brul Danthar is stunned and amazed by this place. And he says, my lady, it was made by the dwarves of Basilmer, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I see. Then perhaps it is only for using by dwarves? But there are magics that can overcome this limitation. Look at my beautiful hair. It was made by dwarves too. Here. And she actually cuts off a locket of her hair and hands it to you. Don't get weird with this, but if you wear it as a belt or a sash or something, perhaps the hammer will see you as a dwarf.
I will just kind of mutter something like, most gracious protector of the world, yada yada yada, spirit, spirit, spirit. She's just kind of like muttering to herself like this druidic, just like phrases that she learned from her like mass. She's like, protector of the earth, spirits guide me, blah blah blah. I am not worthy.
Oh, it is quite fine, are you? If you like, I could give you a magical seed.
Kind of like snapping out magical seed.
I will.
What do you mean, oh great protector?
I am a goddess of the earth and fertility and things. And I have this magic seed, which is my gift to you. And she sort of like mage hands it over to you. And it's like this giant glowing seed. You should plant this in a dark place beneath the earth somewhere. And it will aid you in your quest.
She kind of like takes it, and for once, normally IU has this passive, not really caring attitude about her, and she doesn't really ever show too much more than she needs to. Right now, she's kind of just wide-eyed, like, the fuck? kind of look on her face. I am truly not worthy, ma'am. Thank you. I will try to find proper use for it.
I'm sure that you will. You're going to need it. You do know you have a fate?
I've heard from... What was her name? Was it Sunseer?
Oh,
No.
sorry. Yeah, Sun... Oh god, now we're going way back. Sindra
She did
Sunseer.
divine our fate.
She did. Yes?
Like, I have been told that I do have a fate by a diviner. So, I just hope I am following it as best as I can.
Of course you have a fate. Everyone has a fate. The Norns are working tirelessly at people's fate. You cannot escape it. But you are not needing to know everything about it, so... however, you do know your big enemy, yes? It is not the princess. You have a great enemy. Are you hearing me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I just cut out for a second. I think it was my headset jack
Okay.
being moved.
All right. She says,
I caught what she said. We have a great enemy, not just a princess.
yes.
Okay.
Many eons ago, there was a god who is very, very evil. He is called Talsidun. And he is a terrible god, so terrible that we gods, even though we were like warring with each other and stuff, we had to we were having to band together and fight to confine him in his own universe. This god, he was so bad he created the abyss itself, so he created a realm that was nothing but abyss, a prison for him. But he is the father of the princes of the apocalypse, and through them he seeks to enter into your universe, into your world. Well, Midgard Toril, but then of course Midgard will be next, and then all of the 9 worlds, and then all of the other worlds, and it will be a big mess.
So the best way to stop him is to stop the princess.
Exactly, yes. And this is what you would do. I have seen it. If Mauritius does ask if she knows Odin, she does say, well, of course I know Odin. Why would I not know Odin?
Well, you see, the abbot kept on going on about this like one-eyed god person, and I kind of started wondering like what he was all on about. Because he said that the man was possessed by knowledge and runes and things, but I never really found much knowledge in the monastery as we were doing our exercises.
Yes, I can hear this in your voice.
So basically what I'm wondering about is, if there is a fast line to meet this Odin person, I would like to meet up with him one day and see what he's all about, because I didn't understand any of the lectures that man was giving me.
Well, I would suggest that perhaps you have a good long talk to this priest here. His name is Evril, and you know him, and he can educate you all about the gods, including Odin, of course.
But isn't he more one of those people that worship the Thunder guy?
That
Well,
is
your
why
husband?
we are a polytheist religion, so there are actually many gods, and yes, Evril has devoted his life to my husband in particular. I am not at all jealous, but it does not have to be exclusive, and neither do you. But we are, of course, gods, and you should respect that, and we will respect you.
And is there a certain way that one can fall into the worship of you then? Are you into really strict schedules of getting up in the morning and hitting people with sticks till you fall over?
No.
Because that was
I
kind of what the worship of Odin was like.
I mostly make sure that my house is in good order, and I like to spin, and I like to spend time with the other gods and goddesses, feasting and having merriment and preparing for Ragnarok.
That actually sounds a lot better than what we were doing.
I cannot argue with that. We are gods. We know how to have a good time. We've been at this quite a while, you know. The feast has been brought forth, and I assume that during this conversation you're actually eating.
Yes.
And indeed, it works as a hero's feast. So
I am eating, I am drinking, and
oh dear.
While we are eating and drinking, I want to raise my cup and I want to say, oh beautiful Sif, I want to thank you for the hospitality of your home and for having such people such as us, full mortals, rejoice at your presence, at your very existence. But then I step forward and I'm like, if by any way, and then I look at her, any way at all, I can be of service to you, then I bang my anchor against the stairs. My anchor is yours. Then I do that. Then I do that 7 shark smile.
Oh dear. Are you trying to insinuate anything with this suggestion?
I am trying to be as forward as I can. Without
Yes,
being
remove the
offensive.
loincloth.
Without being offensive. And yes, I'm trying to hit on a goddess.
She will actually laugh in your face and say, "Won't you make your Poseidon jealous? And besides, do you really want to be messing with my husband Thor, the god of thunder and the strongest of the gods?"
Poseidon also belongs to a polytheistic pantheon, and he's also not jealous, as I seem to understand. You are the goddess of fertility.
Oh god.
Yes,
and
but more
mighty Thor has nothing to fear from me. Or has he?
like... You are such an entertaining little blue man. I do enjoy it. Perhaps you want Freya instead.
Well,
Okay. Also a
Let-
possibility.
But I am sorry to say that mortals cannot stay very long in Asgard, so you're going to have to be leaving soon, and you will have to be going on to see my friend Heimdall, and there he will show you to Bifrost, and from there you can return to Midgard wherever you like.
I see.
The moment Ayu hears that we can't stay much longer, she's gonna shift into like a large animal and just start fucking shoveling this food into her mouth. And she hasn't had a feast quite like this in a long time, and she's gonna
It's
enjoy
really good
every
that
bit.
that sentence didn't end with the verb.
Well, I once again thank Sif, and I say, let it be known that Zadas feels a debt towards Sif. And anytime Sif will come and call upon Zadas for any service at all, Zadas will run to Sif.
I think that we all kind of implicitly say that to her, though, like that, like if Madam would need anything specifically out of any of our, please walk into our dreams and tell us what to do, because we will be jumping at the opportunity.
Literally.
We owe
See,
you a
that is
great
not
debt.
really my style of magic, if I'm being honest. That is more like for Freya and other goddesses to do, but
That was
thank
the
you.
one that you said would like probably do Zardos, right?
What?
I
Yeah,
would
she says
never
that.
insinuate such
thank you,
gossip.
my lady.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, my lady, for your hospitality.
She says that a little bit
I
ironically, though.
hope to see you again
But-
soon.
But I did hear that to get her beautiful necklace, she granted favors to 4 very talented dwarves. So if you are talented enough or have something that she wants enough, perhaps
Now
you
I
will
have
also
one
get-
question about that necklace. Is that a pearl necklace?
Because pearls come from the sea.
No.
Yes.
No,
they're
pearls
all
come from the
salty.
sea, man.
Oh my god. you, you get
Yes, let's
negative
go to the Bifrost.
inspiration.
Stop making
Um,
fun of my pantheon. Oh, gosh.
So, I will say goodbye to you again, but I have one last surprise for you, Evro, because you have been a loyal service. Well, not really because of that, but because we are nice, and because she is here. So, there will be, indeed, a guide who will take you to Heimdall, and, come.
Corn.
She seems to be speaking more in the Norse language, and you see that a woman appears, and Everil, it is a woman you recognize. It is your mother, Oddbjörg. Because of course the Norse, when they are slain, come to Valhalla, and Asgard, and she was slain in violence, and she approaches and says, "I am so proud of you, my son."
Mother.
Oh.
And you are allowed a few moments of reminiscing before she escorts you through Asgard. And you are taken out into a great field where you see there is this pitched battle. Only the warriors there do not seem to be at all bothered by the fact that they're slicing each other up and fighting as hard as they can, ignoring like the fallen warriors as if they fear for nothing. Uh, oh my God, Thomas. And she tells you that I remember all of my children, and you must tell them how much I love them and how much I love you. But first, I came to Valhalla to serve as a Valkyrie. But then, when I heard that you were going to serve Thor, Odin's son, she asked. I asked that I might serve in his house, and came to be one of Sif's handmaidens. And so, I am so proud of you. And I get to keep an eye on your progress also, and I know that even Thor is very proud of your progress so far. Just like me.
One day I will join you back here. But now is not the time.
No, of course not.
I
There
have
is
missed
a
you.
great fate.
I have missed you very, very deeply.
I am sure that you will be here with the other warriors when it comes time for Ragnarok. So you pass by the Einherjar, the army of one, as it is known, and in the distance you see a large giantish man wielding a spear with one eye, riding an 8-legged horse through the sky. And
well, that guy kind of looks like.
it kind of does, but it's so distant. It's almost as if he's trying to ignore your presence. and you
I am
also
feeling slightly saddened by this entire experience. Like one time I get to see Odin, and he doesn't even bother to say hello. So sad.
I mean, I can't believe we've seen 2 gods in one day.
In fact,
we're seeing
3,
quite
as
a lot
you see the most beautiful creature you've ever seen in your lives, riding a chariot pulled by 2 giant lynxes, and around her neck is this bedazzling necklace, as glorious as the stars themselves. But
Filled with
all
pearls.
this wonder, no, not filled with pearls, stars, like the Milky Way itself.
Milky.
And oh Christ!
Where is Christ?
Oh wait, Jesus is
He's
here?
a giant lion over there, going like, "No, witch, get back!"
And finally you are brought to Himmelbjörg, and you meet Heimdall, who is this man that looks almost as if he is of all races at once, but he is shining very brightly, and he says, "I saw you coming, Evro Gjartansson. The way is clear to Thor Midgard. Say your farewells. You mortals must return to your own world."
I say my goodbye too. I think my mother is still over with us.
She is, and she hugs you goodbye and kisses you on the cheek and wishes you well. And then Heimdall blows his horn, and a massive rainbow appears that stretches out from the edge of Asgard and beyond. And you are told to walk across Bifrost, and it will take you where you wish to go. Is there anywhere in particular you do want to go?
Wow.
Hey guys, you think we can go to like the Archfey or something for a little bit? Just have a little bit of fun.
What? We have a duty.
Yeah, we can get back to it. We have a choice to go any. I'm joking. Let's go back.
Yes, please.
Before they depart, IU will turn towards Everill's mother and bow to her. Tell Sif I said thank you for the gift, and I will make sure your son gets through life.
Thank you.
As far as I can.
All right. And with that, you guys cross across Bifrost.
Now, slightly out of character question.
Mhm.
Can we ask for Bifrost to end up in the butthole of the Gorgon dudes that caused the earthquake? Because I think he would be rather surprised if we all suddenly turned up there.
The general vicinity, I'm sure, but that specificity.
Well, he said anywhere we like.
I don't know if I'd want to be in his butt.
Yeah, I mean
I
that guy's
don't
going
think
to
we'd
be
be
shitty
in there
prick.
for long.
I think that would take this campaign in a different direction that I think I was intending.
Yes, this isn't Ant-Man and
You
Thanos.
know,
But if
You know- I would prefer not to be in his butthole, but I would like to get into the mind of an evil dickhead. All I'm saying.
Well, I have some beer, so if you want.
I'm sorry, gentle viewers. This is
Yes, it's
It happens.
it is what it is. This is what happens when you let the audience in. No, I'm kidding.
It's worse.
Right. If you want to specify, like returning to the temple, for example, certainly it can take you there.
I think it's best to go to the temple,
All right.
or at least
Yeah.
back to the water temple, because we know it's safe there.
All right. So
The place is secured.
you
Oh right.
begin to cross
Semi.
the Rainbow Bridge, and this is a bridge that connects to many worlds. But also, it is a way in which the enemies of the gods may arrive. Oh, you haven't followed through. Hang on a sec. I'm on the wrong map.
I love this bridge, though.
It's
So
a
pretty.
lovely map, isn't it? I
Yeah.
think actually
Yeah.
the guy that made it, it's got a Patreon or something.
Yeah,
So maybe I
nice.
mention it.
I especially love like all the little stars in the background. So nice.
Let's see. So, and as you are crossing across the bridge, you do encounter frost giants trying to invade Asgard,
Oh,
and they storm
dare
towards
they.
you.
To arms!
Yes.
So obviously, Brothendor is not at the lead. I'm
No.
gonna assume
Well-
it's something more like.
Well,
Okay.
Everald, time to make your gods very happy.
Indeed, perhaps it is.
Indeed.
Can we roll for the hero's feast, or are you going to do
Yes, you each can roll 2d10 to get temporary hit points that will last for 24 hours. And I guess also initiative. When you were done.
Ooh, wow, 0. That's a bummer.
Yeah, it is. Oh, actually,
You
why
know,
did
I rolled 13 for my health and then 13 for my initiative.
Nice.
Why? Damn it.
reasons?
reasons indeed.
So, if we're on like some godly like bridge thing, do you think lightning here would be like radiant because of godlyhood, or would it still be regular lightning? These are the questions I ask myself.
I
Considering
think it would depend. If it would be environmental lightning, it would probably be radiant or cosmic. And if you're calling it forth, you're actually summoning the element up, right?
I asked that because I may or may not be using the spell Call Lightning here in a moment.
I would say it's still regular lightning since it's like summoning the power of Thor.
Fair enough. I shall summon Everald's god.
Do we get a bonus because we were sitting with his wife just now?
No.
Man, I should have high-fived her.
You have enough bonuses as it is right now, I feel. So, go ahead and give me some initiative.
Well, we rolled initiative.
Oh, I have... Why didn't that turn up? Did you select your tokens?
Yeah,
I'm
it
on
didn't
28.
turn up for me, but I
One of
added
your
it
frost giants at 0.
manually.
Oh,
Yeah, I
wait.
also at 17,
Well, that's
but
weird.
it's gone. Maybe you deleted it. After.
On my
Well, now
GM
it's gone
version,
again.
see if you can do it again.
And then manually adapt.
It's not turning up in the Dungeon Master version. Like,
Rip.
Is it sorting?
So I had 28. So I'm gonna put 18.
Yeah, you can fix it if you want. I might need to refresh this version again. Ah,
It's probably because the map's so pretty.
maybe.
It's really a beautiful map. Where did you find this?
Actually, I could potentially dig up
Yep, just put a link in
the
Twitch.
link. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just need to load up the site. Wasn't that one? Where is it? It was on Patreon somewhere.
Well, okay, you can do it later. I mean,
No, I have it here somewhere. It's just I don't think it's loaded. Here it is. So the Patreon is called Kaora, and the link to their maps is here. If anyone is interested in supporting them, or even having a look, they did have a lot of cool stuff to download. Okay, and it's still loading. Roll20's been a bit of a nuisance today. Probably because the map's so cool.
Roll20 can't handle it.
I might have to steal this map from you at some point for a one-shot I'm playing.
Yeah, you go for it.
Because this has given me worlds of ideas for a one-shot that I need to run with some friends.
Speaking of one-shots, if I can get Roll20 to work out, then during Fausto's holiday, I will actually be able to run my crazy-ass Final Fantasy VII one-shot.
woohoo!
That would be
Not
good.
sure if I want it broadcasted.
Okay, let's see. I've got
Slightly too wonky.
Zardaskak, Mauritius, and Everall. I don't have Ayu.
And Bruthendar. And the
Yeah,
Frost Giant.
because he's going to. Well, no, the Frost Giant's there for me.
I should be
0.
on there.
Yeah, you rolled, but
Oh,
maybe you didn't.
Yeah, but he
select
reset
yourself.
it.
Alright. Well, I'll roll and put in what I rolled initiative.
Yeah, you can
originally.
you can change it back to what it was, and then we'll sort it. So it will be Mauritius that begins. Sorry for that delay, gentle viewers.
Right, so I see this lady and she's holding a bow.
Yes, you see two massive, like 20-foot tall giants. The one to the north of the bridge is wielding a massive great axe, and the one to the south is female and wielding a great bow.
Right, so what I'll be doing is I'll be spending my movements to get right here. Considering that I have 45 of them, that should work out quite finely.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna slash at the lady, because as far as I remember, my abbot told me that, like, giants on our rainbow bridge are probably bad news.
All right.
Wise beyond his years.
I
Yeah.
twop it like this, I twop it like that, and then I spend a key point to go into defensive mode.
All
I
right.
take
So
dodge action.
both of those will actually hit. So she takes a total of 18 damage. And we move on to Gak.
I will. First of all, hex the archer. Yeah, I think that's close enough. Well, mark the archer. Sorry.
Okay, mark the archer. Why are you guys picking on the girl?
She's got a big ass bow, double her size probably. Fuck her. Don't shoot me, please.
So you mark and you
Phrasing.
knock a few arrows, I take it?
Yeah, I will also fly back a bit. Yeah.
She's still
We're
gonna hit
there.
Yeah, but I can shoot 600 feet far with him, so.
you. She's bigger.
There.
Okay, so they both hit. So you do 11 and 17 damage. So
Yeah,
that's
28.
28. She looks incensed at this. Zardus.
Well, I guess clearly we have chosen our target, so I will first of all summon the power of Poseidon, going into a rage, and then saying, "Let me show you." I will actually say this thing that to compare the two pantheons, I will say, do not forget while your ancestors were writing graffitis on the walls, my gods were already. And then I hit this giantess recklessly because that's what I do.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah, let's do also Great Weapon Master because. Let's go. Wow! A 7. Wow. And an 18.
The 18 just hits.
To which I should add this though. So it's another 12, so 29 points of damage. Which
Okay.
isn't much, but yeah, that's what it is.
It's still bloodied her.
Oh, that's good.
It
I rolled
is.
once all the way, man. Okay, yeah, so that's it.
Ayu.
Let me quickly check something. Okay. As I said earlier, I'm doing the thing with the lightning and stuff. We read that. If you can't see a point in the air, I'm pretty sure there's a point in the air above us or on a bridge.
Yeah, for sure.
Perfect. I'm quickly clarifying. Yep. And if I'm able to, I'll try to hit both of them with the lightning bolt because it's within 5 feet of the lightning strike, right?
You can
Yeah.
place it there.
Yeah,
10
I'll
feet
put a
tall with a 60-foot radius.
Mhm.
That's 120 feet from one side to the other. So you're creating it.
Yeah,
Okay.
right, it's a storm. So there's a storm, and in that area you can.
Okay. I see
Yeah.
now. Alright, yes. You create this ethereal storm and lightning bolts crackle down. So.
Yeah, I'll hit this point so it hits both of them.
Yep. So
and
they both
they need to
must
give me a
dex
dex
save.
save.
Alright, so she will do that and gets a 6. So she takes 20 points of lightning damage.
Mm-hmm.
And the other guy must make a dex save as well.
The save DC is 16, by the way. I should have said that.
Yeah, so he also takes 20. Alright, is that it?
That's my turn.
Nice turn.
Okay. So, it is the Frost Giant Archer's turn. She is very angry.
I wonder why.
Let's say you attacked recklessly, you say.
Yeah, I did.
Alright. So, she is able to aim her bow down at you. And that is, what is it? Oh, it's a 16 to hit, which is a miss.
That's a miss, yeah.
And, oh fuck.
That's a miss.
It is Avril.
Yes.
Spend so much time on these fucking encounters.
What? I didn't catch that.
I think he spent some time doing something or other.
It's fine. You guys are heroes. You guys are real heroes.
Yes.
Hey,
Let's see if we can keep being heroes.
just for one day.
That's
It does urgent damage.
Agenda.
by Thor, you will not cross this bridge. So that's 14.
That is a 14 damage. And yes, you
Why does
strike
it
him.
say Udgeon?
Because you're
Because
udgeoning it.
Yes, I'm
you're
Udgeoning
missing
it for some reason.
bludgeon.
You forgot the
Yes.
BL.
Yeah.
Boy Love never was that interesting
and
after all.
anything else?
Yes.
Of
Spiritual
course.
weapon.
A 16 will hit him.
Double hammer.
Yeah.
Hammer. Hammer again.
Hammers.
It's double hammer time.
Whoa,
Hammer
whoa.
tight.
It is his turn. So he's gonna he's going to swing his great axe once on Zardos and once on Everil. So against Zardos, a 23 for 25 slashing damage.
That is a hit. And
Actually,
damage.
oh, but you were recklessly
Yeah.
attacking, right? Oh,
Oh,
shit!
25. Yeah, you hit him.
Oh,
hit me.
it's only melee weapons, right? That is
No, well, she had advantage, disadvantage, so
okay.
because she was in melee.
Ah, yes, of course. Great. And the one on Everil is a 28
Mm-hmm.
Ouch.
for 38 points. And don't
Why
forget,
28?
guys.
So, but why does he have advantage on everyone?
Oh, he doesn't. Sorry, it's a 16.
Yeah.
It's a
Oh, yeah,
16,
it's
so it's a
16,
miss.
it doesn't.
Not
And you
so
guys
much.
don't forget your temporary hit points either.
Yeah.
In which
I
case,
do-
it's
I did.
Mauritius' turn again.
Right. Considering that I'm still standing up against a big lady, I'm gonna go like, darling, you're out of luck today.
All right.
And yeah, that misses.
But the first one does hit her.
And I'm
Spending
going
any key?
patient defense again.
Okay. Gak.
I will use my bonus action for dash. Move 100 feet further away, so basically off the map somewhere, and keep shooting. That's the 20 was also a hit, right?
Yeah. They're both hits. So your
yeah.
second arrow.
25.
Yeah. Your second arrow causes her to collapse,
Fall off the bridge.
fall off the bridge, and just start floating in space.
Nice.
Expert
lost-
movement right there.
Lost in space.
It is.
I can't grab onto her as she tries to float away, right?
Why don't you make me a dexterity saving throw? Great.
14.
You grab onto her.
Why are you doing that?
Looting the corpse.
Oh, okay. Wow.
But the thing is,
Wow,
she's so
this
heavy,
navigation.
you
I want that
you
bow.
can't prevent
You
her
plug
from
it
going
back.
over. You get dragged with her.
I want the bow. I can shoot myself. Okay, so I will move behind the giant, not reckless this time, with planking with
Mm-hmm.
advantage, and let's still do the Great Weapon Master thing.
All right.
A 22
That's a hit.
and an 18.
Both hits.
That's 59 points damage. Oh, sorry, 53. The second.
Oh, only 53. Yeah.
Yes.
He is bloodied.
Right.
Are you?
You will raise her hand back up towards the sky and bring down another crashing bolt of lightning.
Yes, of course. So I'm guessing you want him to have a dexterity saving throw.
Yes.
All right. A 15.
15 fails. Well damage.
Oh,
Pitiful damage, but
you're
he needed one
contributing.
more. Yeah, he needed one more point on that to pass.
Everil.
Yes. I think the hammer combo worked nice, so let's try that again.
Okay.
I think that works nice.
This was meant to be. And in fact, let me just check something.
Is he resistant to thunder damage?
Odds are
No, it's not that. I just got to
Yeah.
check something about the. Where is it? go. Okay. So you as you strike this thing, the hammer actually flies out of your hand, striking the giant on the forehead, and comes back into your hand. And you hear this dwarven voice say, "Now that's more like it!" And you have successfully attuned to the weapon, which deals an additional die of damage, thunder damage to giants. So an additional 2d8.
Twappity twappity.
Oh,
Ooh! He might be dead here, Jim.
And those dice are not doubled for the crit, right?
I've already applied it.
Okay.
oh,
Yeah. So no, that was
Oh,
right. 2d8. Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
I think you have it in your inventory, but you're completely attuned to it now. And I'll
okay.
catch up on some other stuff later.
Okay.
But yes, it is the frost giant's turn. It no, you have a spiritual weapon.
Yes. If it hits, it probably does. Good. Nah. I don't think.
Does
No,
it count as flanking?
a narrow. Yeah, you are flanking. No, not with a spiritual weapon. So it's Mauritius's turn. So you're floating now on this corpse. The
Trying to
bow
grab.
that she has, when she expired, it's still a very, very large bow, but it has shrunk down somewhat in size.
Okay, so I'll grab it, give her a quick glance over, see if there's anything of valuables on her.
All right, and she continues to float in the void, away from the bridge.
And then I'll push off towards the bridge.
Okay, give me an athletics check then, or acrobatics.
Oh boy. I'm gonna go for acrobatics. I'm slightly better at that, but it's still oh crap.
A 12, you start drifting back towards them. It's alright.
Woohoo!
Sorry, I meant to just get you. So you're a little slower than you intended, but you're slowly moving towards the general direction of the bridge.
Can I already use the bow?
No,
Too bad.
the bow is way too big for you.
Can he propel himself in the bow?
By firing arrows at the end.
No, it's like it's the Zen archery. Zen archery be the arrow, and he will take that literally.
Oh,
So,
God. Okay.
how much range does a thrown weapon have if I would like throw my short sword?
I would say if you are trying to Greyhawk the giantess and fly off it, that is your complete turn.
Okay, perfect.
If you throw something in 0G, then you will be propelled in the opposite.
That is correct. In this case, he has thrown the giantess in the opposite direction to propel himself with his feet.
So more things at the giant.
Now we're back to Gak, who's
Yeah, I will dash 100 feet back towards this way. That there's
dash.
yeah, bonus action dash, fleet of foot.
Okay.
And start shooting at the frost giant.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so both actually hit.
Okay, yeah, he's not marked because I used my bonus action for the dash. Plus, I wasn't in range to mark him. So that's 26 damage.
He is still up, Zardas.
Well, I guess this is where it ends, my giant. 2 It took. Well, yeah, that's plus 2 plus 10 plus 17 plus 2, 43 points down.
Oh yes, he had 4 hit points remaining. How do you want to
Well,
do this?
I guess. So I will first axe him at a knee, and so he bends the knee, and then I jump on that knee. I go up and I hand the axe in the center of his helmet, cleaving it in two, and I say, "There is only one true pantheon."
A stray
So
lightning
Norse,
bolt
hey.
hits you.
And I kick him off by front.
Of course. He
What?
starts floating off into the void, and indeed, you travel the length of Bifrost, and it's actually at a certain point starts to act more like this slide, and you're getting more and more momentum going down further and further. And then the rainbow bridge actually blasts through the earth, and you find yourself standing in the elemental temple of evil, the crashing wave cult's throne room, or rather ritual room, where you defeated Gar Shadowkill. And you look up and see that the bridge draws back, and it's actually bored this hole through the entire mountainside to get you there. And so there's like just this little sliver of daylight left shining down on you guys. And well, let's see what happens next time, guys, as we rejoin our heroes, true heroes it seems, with a great destiny. Thanks for joining us tonight. Sorry about the technical issues. Are we back next Monday, or are holidays affecting us already?
I am still here. So the 8th I'm here, then in 2 weeks I'm not here.
So Monday
next
we're
week
back. There might be some complications with our programming, depending. We're looking into seeing what we can do to get some of the games done, perhaps in the summer, to make
It's
up for
gonna be my fault.
it. Not just yours. In any case, thanks, guys. We will see you next time, and yeah, have a great week. Bye, guys.
Bye bye.
Bye.